Urban Action School, in collaboration with Tezpur University, organized a 7-day workshop on urbanizing Northeast India, interrogating questions on sustainable economic development.
Welcome to the Urban Action School. This is the second in the series of Urban Action Schools in Tezpur University. And this time, once again, we are interrogating the questions of sustainable development in the Northeast.
So basically, when we're talking about the marginalizations or marginality, we actually look in the context of a society, or I may say, if you use the term community, I say, well, it's a community. Now, in a community you find, or in a society you find that are we really a full member of that society? You find that each member of a society has access to all that a society at a given point of time values. Then you can say it is everyone is a member, is a full member of a society, and there is no question of being on the margins, or there is no questions of marginalizations.
But the most important question is, why Northeast? Now, Northeast, most of the time we tend to generalize and homogenize as one unit. I don't believe in that. First of all, Northeast is as diverse as it could be. Both, not only culturally, there are different cultural regions in this particular part of the country, but also environmentally it is so very diverse, And when we try to understand urbanization, if you don't put urban centers in the context of environment and the cultural regions, then your analytical framework becomes very weak. That is one of the reasons why many of the policies of the government of India, it doesn't work here. We have urban planning norms. Urban planning is at the end of the day basically about land.
Many people now say that Northeast is actually it is east of South Asia or west of Southeast Asia. And I say it's a bridge between both these two important regions. Okay? And it also shares number of things. But there are also many dissimilarities. In trying to understand this region as one monolithic category is a big mistake.
Have you ever thought that capitalism as a system would not have survived if there was no urbanization? Why? Without accumulation, capitalism can't survive, nor the capitalist can survive. So the thing is that you need to accumulate.
The participants were exposed to Northeast perspectives on issues related to urban planning, mobility, waste management, gender and social exclusion.
It's very interesting to look how different professionals have come from different backgrounds, and the kind of discussion that is taking place in this forum. It's very face-to-face as well as different learnings that we can come up, and how we can come up with different solutions to one common goal.
This knowledge helps me to understand urbanization process not in isolation of Guwahati, but to locate it in a larger context, whether it is at the national level or whether it is in the global context. So I think that integration is important, not to look at urbanization in isolation, but to integrate into the larger context as well. So that is what I am taking back from it.
When we talk of urban development in Northeast India, it is mostly done from a disaster point of view. But there is no social context in that. We don't talk about social marginality, we don't talk about labor, we don't talk about waste management as it was discussed today. But I felt that there are scholars, there are people who are really grappling with these issues, and they don't find a space either within the institutions or when they come to Northeast India to really discuss this. And I feel that this is an excellent place where they can come and sit around a table and discuss with people with having opposing views with each other. And I would definitely recommend it to all my friends who are working in Northeast.
When
we are thinking in terms of urbanization or going in that direction. At the same time, when there is a shift happening from the rural to the urban or the towns, there are crimes increasing. There will be urban poverty. So how strong is the state or the government is ready to address the issue becomes very important.
The 7-day workshop contributed towards initiating dialogues among diverse stakeholders working in Northeast.
I think one thing that is important and what it has done is pluck out people from where they are, like universities or wherever they are, even an activist. Pluck out from where they belong to, bring them together here and allow them to interact. So you have architects and you have urban architect students, you have sociologists, you have people from different walks of life who are interested, of course, in urban issues, and put them together, dislocate, of course, from their, and that brings, I think, a lot of dynamism in terms of discussions.
I think it was amazing the kind of participants that you were able to draw from different cross section. First of all, the whole conceptualization, how you've, the conceptualization of the urban school itself is very good. Then the participants that you've brought in were excellent. The interaction that I had, I think I was able to give my talk because of the interaction of the participants. I think it's a very, and especially for the Northeast, I think it's a very significant school that you're running, because we really need to constantly analyze what urbanizing Northeast means. What are the challenges? What are the specific aspects that one needs to look into?
And I think Asia as a whole is rapidly urbanizing. India is going to be rapidly urbanizing in the next decade and a half. And I think in some ways it prepares a cadre, it prepares a set of individuals, the members who attend the Urban Action School